right, go ahead and get started here. So we're going to start by doing what's called a Cossack squat. And what that is you're going to step to the side, squat back, and then this leg that's straight gets lifted up, toes towards the ceiling. I'm going to do that from the side so you can kind of see what that looks like. You're squatting back, and then this leg that's out straight has the toes pointed towards the ceiling, okay? So step to the side, squat back, and this straight leg. So you really end up feeling a stretch into your inner thigh there. So let's just kind of rock back, stay to one side for now. This is a nice warm up. Get your hips and legs warmed up, get a nice stretch. All right, hope everyone is doing well this Tuesday morning. And my question for you, snap your fingers and anything you want could appear. So what would it be? Catherine, what would it be? Oh, that's wonderful. A big pile of money. I think that is a good one. Yeah, not working is not good. All right, so we're going to switch the other side. Other leg is out straight to your side. Squatting down on the other leg. Good. All right. Carla, you snap your fingers. What's appearing in front of you? I think you were muted. It'd be nice to just get on a plane without worrying about a deadly virus, right? I'm right there with you. Okay. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do here is some seal jacks. So you're gonna be taking arms out and in like this, and then you're gonna be jumping or stepping out to the side. So either be stepping or you can do some jumping, get your heart rate up just a little bit here. Becky, you're snapping your fingers. Tell me what appears in front of you.
A spa.
Maybe a massage, something like that. Spa would be really nice, not right now. Again, maybe without the worry of a deadly virus, huh? Okay, looking good. All right, I want to hear from Liz. What would you see in front of you if you snapped your fingers? Anything you want, Liz? Thumbs up. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. And you can step it out to the side. All right. Keep it up. Keep going. All right, Lauren, you're up. Snap your fingers and anything you want appears in front of you. What would that thing be? A good one, right? Kind of hard to travel and visit family right now. So some tickets to do that would be nice. All right, one last little warm-up activity here. We're gonna do a hand release push-up. So you're gonna be lying flat on your mat. Hands are a few inches off the ground, and you're gonna drive them through the ground to do a push-up. Now you can do this like I just did with your knees on the ground, or you can do it full body up, whatever feels best to you right now. So we're gonna drive up, and then you're gonna sink back to really stretch out your backs and your shoulder like this, okay? So let's head to the mat, lie down, hands a few inches off the mat, and then you are pushing into the mat as hard as you can. Feet, butt back towards the feet, and hold that for a couple seconds. Okay, good. Excellent. All right. We have a workout plan today that is going to involve a little interactive work. I think it's going to be fun. Never done it before, so these are official guinea pigs for this workout, but I think it's going to go well. I'm excited. So I have 7 categories of exercises, and we're going to start out by doing 1 exercise from each category. And then after that, there's going to be a little scavenger hunt. And whoever finds the item first that I'm asking to find will get to choose which category of exercises gets eliminated for the next round. All right. Okay. So off the mat, let's get started. So how this is going to work is we're going to do 45 seconds of an exercise with 15 seconds to transition to the next exercise. And just a little picture here of what we got ahead of us. You guys can see all these exercises. Here's the 7 categories. So I'm going to take us through, and we're going to do the first exercise in every category. And then we're going to rest and do a little scavenger hunt. And then whoever comes up with the item will get to eliminate the category that they like, which will not do anything from, and we'll keep eliminating every round. So we're going to start here with some donkey kicks. So that's going to be all fours. I'm going to run through the exercise, just a quick kind of showing you how to do it before we get started here. Donkey kick is you want to envision putting your heel and your sole of your shoe on the ceiling right above your back. So you're going like that, all right? Hand release push-ups. I don't need to show you those. We just did those in the warm-up. That'll be next. Pulse, squat, blast will be next. So you'll be pulse, 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 and then jump up, or pulse, 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 and just kind of explode onto your toes. Next, we're going to do ankle band crunches. Legs are going to be up, and you'll be crunching up, but I will have you have a band on your ankle for that. Then we'll be doing plank up, down. So you'll be planking, going up and down like this. Boxing is next. So you'll be going side to side as you jab. And last but not least, there's going to be a wall sit, which we'll go over when we get there. So for this time around, you will need like a medium band. And this is the first time we've used bands. So in case you're not familiar, let me just kind of go over a couple things here. So when I say low resistance band, you're looking for a band that is really thin in nature, can stretch really far. You'll notice the higher resistance bands are thicker. You can actually see they're thicker. So when I say higher resistance, you want to choose a thicker one. So for this round, we're going to need a medium resistance band. And that should, medium to heavy will be good for this round. We're not going to use it right away, but further down into the exercises we will. Just have that at the ready. But the first exercise we do is the donkey kicks. So we're going to head to the mat so we can get started with that. And for this one, we'll switch halfway through, I'll tell you. But start with your right leg in 3, 2, 1. Good. This is a fairly fast movement here. So you're not kicking straight out behind you, but rather you're taking that sole of your shoe all the way up as far as you can towards the ceiling. Little glute squeeze at the end of the movement there. Good. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Excellent. Good up. Everyone looking great. And 3, 2, 1. Stay on the mat. Hand release push-ups are next. Just a reminder what we're doing here. The hands are going to come a few inches off the mat, and then as forcefully as you can, you're driving them into the mat and doing that push-up, starting in 3, 2, and 1. Timing is fairly simple today. Everything is going to be 45 seconds long. Good. And how about that? No repeats for any exercises today. A flavorful variety today. 15 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, you're up for the pulse squat blast next. That's going to be a 1, 2, 3 pulse with a jump up or explode up onto the toes. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go. We learned the power of the pulse on Thursday last week, right? That was a good one. I think a few people felt that. Myself included. I do all these workouts twice. So I want to make sure I get the timing just right before I do them with all of you. So I had a little double whammy on that one, but it felt good. Feels good to feel like you've done some work, doesn't it? And 3, 2, and 1. Next, we're going to grab that band that you took out, put it around your ankles, get on your mat. All right, so once you get that band around your ankles, lie on your back, legs as straight as you can, and you're going to crunch up and go. So you want to be pushing outward a little against that band for some resistance. And remember, when we're crunching, we're always picking a spot straight above your head on the ceiling to stare at to keep yourself in a healthy neck position. Excellent. 20 seconds to go. Good. All right. A few seconds left. You're almost there. In 3, 2, 1. Band comes off, but you're staying on the mat. Next up, we do some plank up downs. All right, so that, just a reminder, is going, and you could do plank on a chair if that's your preference, that's fine too. Plank on your knees or plank on your toes. Pick your version and go. So you're high plank to low plank. So you're just switching between hands and forearms here. Good. The point of this is to minimize how much wobble is happening in your hips. So in order to do that, you're just keeping a very tight core. Good. Halfway. All right, keep it up. And 3, 2, and 1. Okay, up off the mat, side to side jabs. So this is going to be kind of hopping quickly side to side, and you're jabbing at the same time, and go. So the faster you jab and the more you sit down into your squat here, the more you get out of this one. Good. So get those arms, as fast as you punch out, pull those arms back in. It's not just about a fast punch, it's about a fast pullback as well. Good. Excellent. 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Okay, grab that band again. You're gonna put it above your knees. This is our last exercise before we have a break and a little hunt. Band is above your knees. You're finding a wall or a doorway, something you can sit against, and you're gonna push out on your knees as you sit, and go. So you want the angle of your knee to be as close to a right angle or 90 degrees as you can. No hands on the legs to help. Contact the wall with your head, your shoulders, your back, everything. All pushing out against that band. That band is the sweet sauce right there. Feel a little extra from that. Okay, 10 seconds left. Keep it up. And 3, 2, and 1. Okay, excellent work. So here is what's happening next. I'm going to tell you an item that I have picked for our scavenger hunt. And the first person to find it, when you find it, let's say it's a marker, put it up to your camera so that I can see that you're the one who has it. So find the camera on your item that you're using to watch me and show it closely, okay? So here we go. The first person to find, not a pen, but a pencil. A pencil. Who's got a pencil? Oh my gosh, that was close, but Lauren, you made it. Very close second there, Jill. Okay, so let me do a little screen share here so you can see the workouts. And Lauren, I'm going to give you a few seconds to just take a look at those categories so that you can decide, and everyone else can be deciding if you get picked next, right? What would you take off? So Lauren, I'm going to take this off so you can show me, you can tell me.
Back up. Sorry, yeah, I do.
Sorry. Yeah, just tell me, speak up when you're done looking at it so I can take off the screen share and we'll decide. Go ahead. And I've also structured this so some of these exercises, even though they're in upper body or a different category, you're still going to get, it's not like we won't do any lower body today since we're cutting this off, but we'll do a little bit less. Excellent. Okay, fun. All right, so we are going to cross off the lower body and head. We're going to start out with upper body next. So grab weights for a bicep curl. We're going to bicep curl for 45 seconds. I also want a medium resistance band to be around your wrist while you're bicep curling. So it's going to add a little extra to the bicep curl because you're pushing outwards against the resistance of the band as you're curling. And we're going to get started with that here in just a second. We'll make sure everyone's got what they need. It looks like everyone is ready. And start curling. All right. So this is maybe a little bit slower here. Good. Working on more strength component here. Excellent. You start to really feel a little extra burn in that upper arm shoulder area with this band addition here. Excellent. Three, 2, and 1. Okay, bands and weights are down. Next is a pulsing lunge jump. So we're gonna pulse, 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 and then switch legs and pulse, pulse, pulse. You could either jump or step to switch between your legs. So we're gonna start with one leg forward and go. Pulse, 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 switch legs. Pulse, 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 switch legs. Okay. Good. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling the wall sit in my legs right now, right? Whew. So this category is plyometric, and plyometric just means like a faster movement. A lot of times it involves jumping or something explosive. So that's why you'll see everything in this category being a faster movement. Okay, next is supine core. So you're gonna take your medium to heavy weights onto the mat, on your back, straight arms, and you're gonna crunch up like this. So we'll start in just a couple seconds. 3, 2, 1, crunch up. So this is a slower movement as well. You control your descent back to the mat slowly. Excellent. All right, 15 seconds to go. And 3, 2, 1. Stay on the mat. Take your weights set your weights to the side. Next is going to be a plank crossbody knee tuck. So you can do your plank on the chair or the mat. And you're going to bring your knee to the opposite elbow. So this is a slow and controlled movement as well. You can do planks on your hands or your forearms. And 3, 2, 1, go. Opposite knee is aiming for the opposite elbow. Good. Really twist those hips to get those rotational core muscles involved. Excellent. In 3, 2, 1. Okay. Next one, you can use a light weight if you have it, like a couple pounds. You don't need weight, but I like to use a couple pounds. It's going to be uppercuts, and you're going to be doing those while you're in a sort of pulsing half squat, okay? And going in 3, 2, and 1. So you try to keep your elbows up. And really focus on getting that weight up above your head. Good. Halfway. Ten seconds. And 3, 2, and 1. Grab the lightest band that you have, or next to lightest band. Put it where your wrist, like where you would wear a watch on your wrist here. And you're gonna keep the band stretched out like this, okay? And then you're going to do a squat hold while you're just doing a little pulse with the band, okay? And go. This one targets, as you can probably feel, some of the same muscles we just used for those uppercuts in the shoulders. Isometric is this category. Isometric means tensing a muscle, but not actually moving it. So like we're doing with this squat hold, tensing those squat muscles, but we're not moving up and down. Everything in the isometric category involves something holding still. And 3, 2, and 1. Oh, okay. All right, we did it. Made it through another round. So it's time for a little hunting again. Okay. So this time, I have a feeling this is going to be a quick one. You're going to find, are you ready? Who has a remote control? Oh, Carla. Man, that was a fast one. I know, I knew it like almost everyone would be quick on the draw there. So, all right, Carla, let me pull up the menu here and you can just, I don't want to take it off before you decide. So just holler when you have hesitation there. I feel like you had that like ready to go. Okay. We will move along. Okay. All right. So next up, I'm going to take out the boxing and still starting with the upper body. This time it's going to be a triangle wall push-up that we start with. So this works the triceps. So you're holding your hands, index fingers together, thumbs together. You can use a wall, a door frame, any tiny little bit, even if it's a pillar, a space that you have, and you're pressing into the wall. You want to make it hard enough that it's challenging to get through that 45 seconds. So harder is putting your feet farther away from the wall. So we're going to get started with that here. And you want your hands to come into your chest. You don't want them to be up by your face. You want hands to come into the chest at the end of that range of motion there. So we're starting in 3, 2, 1. And the elbows stay very tucked in here. That's how we work the triceps. Good. And this is a slower strength to move as well. You should feel your elbows brush against your sides every time you move in and out towards the wall. Excellent. We are halfway. Also make sure your shoulders are not up at your ears, pushing those down. So we're really engaging the muscles we want to work here. 10 seconds left. Excellent work. Keep it up. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to do steel jacks next. That's our plyometric exercise. So familiar with those from the warm-up. Hands are going to be in and out like your best seal impression, and go. All right, looking good. Keep it up. 20 seconds to go. Ten seconds, almost there. And 3, 2, 1. Heading to the mat. You're going to be on your back doing leg only bicycles. So that is going to be a slow, controlled in and out like this, okay? We're starting 3, 2, and 1. One of the most important things about this, the most important thing I think, is what your low back is doing. Really push it down into the mat, like you're trying to squash something between your low back and the mat. Keep your back safe. Also helps you get a better lower body or lower abdomen workout here. Excellent. Slow, controlled. Keep it up. 15 seconds. Really pushing that low back in. No arch in the low back. And 3, 2, 1. Okay. Grab a medium band. Put it just, grab your lighter band. Lighter band. Put it around your ankles. And you're gonna wobble over to your mat. This time we're gonna do a plank with a leg abduction. So you're gonna head to the mat. And as you're doing your plank, you're gonna be taking your legs out, tapping your toes to either side, alternating sides. And Go. So you've got that resistance of the band on your ankles, giving you a little extra hip work in this plank position, whatever plank position you like, on the chair, on the mat. If you want to change this to knees, you can easily do that as well by just still taking the leg out to the side and coming back to the knee position. Good. Just a few seconds to go here. Three, two, one. Okay, we're off the mat for an isometric lunge hold. So that is going to be deep as a lunge you can get into, and you're holding it, not moving at all. We're going to do 22 seconds on each side. And go. Comfortably as you can get with that knee close to the ground. You still want to drive weight through that front heel though. The leg that's in front of you, focus on planting that heel and putting weight through there. Switching in 3, 2, 1. Just hovering here. Who knew being still could be so much work, right? Here we go. But this is it. We get a little break after this. And 3, 2, and 1. Okay. All right. We've arrived at yet another hunt. The next item, everyone's ready here? Let's get a drink of water, maybe, huh? So busy hunting, gotta hydrate too. Don't want to get too caught up in the hunt and forget to have a drink. Okay. So, are you ready? Next item, try to find a cup. Oh, that was like, I can't tell. We're gonna go with Becky. It was very close, Becky. So let's take a look here. Already crossed out lower body in boxing. And Becky, when you have decided what, okay, crossing it off. All right. Okay. All right, so we are gonna start in just a second here with some upper body. So we're gonna go, this is going to be, you're gonna need one of your heavier weights. You can use 2 weights, like I have 2 10-pound weights. If you maybe did a DIY and like filled a book bag or something with weights or cans, you can do that. But this one for an overhead press. So we're gonna squat and then come into an overhead press. So you're putting those weights above your head. And you wanna make sure that they're not in front of your body, but more like in line with your body, straight over your head. So you're gonna squat and then press those weights. They come down to about your shoulder level, squat and press. So that's gonna be our first exercise. And you'll need your heavier weight again for one of our core exercises too. So well, let's get started here. All right. Get in position for a squat to overhead press, starting in 3, 2, and 1. So if you're using heavier weight, especially, I want this to be nice, slow, and controlled. Even if you have a lighter weight, slow and controlled is better. And modification for this, whatever arm range of motion you have, if you can't get it straight over your head, don't worry. Use whatever range of motion works and feels good to you today. 15 seconds, All right, and time. We're going to go to the mat for plank jacks. So a little plyometric work today. So you can be on the chair or on the mat for your plank. You start in a plank position and you're hopping the legs in and out or stepping them in and out, and go. Either hopping in and out or stepping in and out. Good. Okay, halfway. Final 10. Hold on to it. In 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Staying on the mat, but you do need your heavier weights. You can use whatever weight feels good to you. We're gonna go pull up, pull over, crunch. Knees are up, and you're crunching and pulling the weight over your knees, okay? So we're gonna start 3, 2, and 1. Crunch and pull that weight over your knees. Good. Excellent work. Final 10 seconds. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Stay on the mat, but set your weights to the side. For prone core, we're gonna do Superman, snow angels. We're gonna be lifting up the head, lifting up the feet, and moving in and out like this. In 3, 2, 1. So you want to also look straight down at the mat so your neck is not curled up. This is a wonderful back strengthening exercise. It's a great one to do if you have back pain issues to get those muscles strong. Halfway. Legs and arms in and out. And 3, 2, and 1. Okay. All right. We are up to another elimination here. Time to hunt again. So, looks like our categories are disappearing on us here. We've got 4 left: upper body, plyometric, supine core, and prone core. So, the hunt this time, what you're gonna find, and it can't be something to drink, okay? But it is, are you ready? Something edible, not something to drink, just something edible. Oh, it's a good one. People are running around. Oh, you got it. You got it, Jill. All right. So let me pull up. Okay, well, I didn't specify like eating by humans or pets, so you win. Good job. All right, so here we go. What would you like to eliminate? If you want to eliminate upper body, if that's the case for you, you'd be happy about that. Okay, well, we don't have to do them now because you found the cat food. So crossing that off. All right. So no more upper body. And we are headed to the 5th round of exercises here. All right, so we're gonna start with plyometric. That's gonna be some star squats to start with. So we're gonna be heading into a squat, and then you either come out and explode on your toes, not necessarily jumping, or if you want to jump, your body is a star, and you are a star too, but your body's a star for this one particularly. So we're gonna get started here in 3, 2, 1, star squats. All right, keep it up. We are halfway through the plyometrics. Excellent. Final 10. Three, 2, 1, and onto the mat. Next is single leg V-ups. So we're gonna head to taking one leg up at a time. You're gonna try to crunch up towards that ankle, okay? So 3, 2, 1. You're gonna alternate legs with each crunch up towards that ankle. Good. Here again, my constant note about crunches, focusing on that spot on the ceiling so you don't bend your neck too much. Excellent. Halfway. All right, almost there. 3, 2, and 1. So plank hip dips are next. These are easiest done, whether you're doing them on the chair or the mat, forearms are the best. You're gonna dip your hip to the alternating sides, rocking back and forth. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Rotational work there in your hips, aiming the hip. Use whatever range of motion you have here. May not look exactly like mine, but whatever range you have to move from left to right in those hips is going to give you some excellent core work. Good. Fifteen seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Okay. We've reached another scavenger hunt already, right? These categories are disappearing quickly. So we have just 3 categories left. And the next one is going to be a quick one, I think. So get ready. Yeah, you're going to have, I got to say this fast. All right, on your mark, get set. Hardcover book. Catherine, oh man, you just wasted no time on that at all. Okay, fair to everyone else who's not exercising in a library right now, but that's okay, right? You chose the right room today. Okay, so take a peek here, see what you think, what you want to get rid of. We've got done, consider it done. No more today. All right, just cross that off. Okay. All right. We are headed back here. No more plyometrics. That means we have left ourselves with some core work. Okay. This is the last round here. So we are going to be doing 2 exercises, and that'll take us to the end. 2 different core exercises. We're going to do opposite heel touches, also known as penguins. So those are going to be hands up, heels touching the heels while you're doing a crunch. And the other one is going to be plank shoulder tap. So you'll be in a plank position on your forearms, tapping your shoulders. All right, this is it. Last couple minutes of our workout. So get into position on your back, on the mat, palms facing the ceiling. 3, 2, 1, And you are moving from side to side, left to right on your mat, aiming your pinkies for the outside of your heels. Good. But your shoulder blades are staying off the mat. There's the rub. So you've got kind of a constant crunch going on with that core. Staring at the ceiling straight above your head. Good. Halfway. Final 10. And time. Okay, last exercise. Whether you're planking on a chair or the mat, forearms are going to be best for this one. And you're going to be taking turns tapping your opposite shoulder. And 3, 2, 1. Trick here is to keep your hips as stable as possible. As you're going from 4 points of contact to 3, you're creating some instability, but the more you keep your hips even, the more you're going to work that control strength element of your core. Good. Halfway. Almost there. Keep it up. And 3, 2, and 1. Let's stay on the mat for our first couple stretches here. So what I want you to do is take a knee to the mat, one leg forward, kind of into a lunge, and just push that front knee forward until you get a good stretch in your hip flexor. So that means that leg that's behind you. You want to feel a stretch in the front of that leg. Good. All right. Sounds good. And switch sides. Other leg in front. Leaning into that stretch. Awesome. Okay, so now we're going to work on a little hip. Those of you familiar with yoga will recognize this as pigeon pose. You're going to take one leg in front, one leg behind, and you want to play with that angle of the knee in front so that when you sink down to the mat, you really feel a good stretch and that leg that's in front of you. You want to feel the stretch in your glutes. So if you're a runner like me and really tight from running all the time, you may not be able to get fully into the stretch. A lot of people are able to get that glute on the ground and lean forward into a good stretch. So I want you to modify this. Do whatever version looks closest to me and feels good to you. So the most important part is that it's not painful for you and you're feeling a good stretch in that hip of the leg that's in front of you. Good. Switch sides. Okay, good. So next Thursday, a couple days from now, our next workout, it's going to be a game where you roll dice. So everyone should bring dice. A fun workout plan. We're going to stand up now and stretch the inner legs. So you're just going to keep widening your feet apart from each other until you feel like you've got a good stretch in your inner thighs here. Maybe push those hips forward a little bit to even bring the stretch around the front of your inner thighs. Yeah, so if you don't have dice, there's a few apps that are free out there that are actually roll the dice apps. So everyone should be able to come prepared for a fun dice game workout on Thursday. What'd you think of the scavenger hunt? Was that fun? Little different twist. All right, one more, and then we're going to be done. We'll stretch out those quads just a little bit, and then we'll wrap up. Other side. All right, so good job, everyone. Did really well with this workout today. Really happy to see all of you here. It's fun to start my morning with you. And I look forward to seeing you on Thursday. Thank you.